What if I told you the biggest clues your crush likes you aren't in their carefully crafted texts, but in the tiny things they do when they don't even realize you're watching? Figuring out if someone likes you back feels like trying to solve a mystery without any clues. You replay conversations in your head, you analyze every text, you even try to decode their latest social media post. It can be super confusing and honestly a little stressful. But what if there was a cheat sheet? What if there were specific signs backed by psychology that could tell you what's really going on in their head? Well, you're in luck. In this video, we're going to break down the 11 biggest signs that your crush is definitely into you. And make sure you stick around for the last one because it's the one sign that ties all the others together and is the closest thing you'll get to a guarantee. Sign 1. Their body shouts what their mouth won't. Words can lie, but the body? It has a really hard time keeping secrets. When someone is into you, their body will literally point in your direction. The next time you're talking to your crush, do a quick scan. Are their feet pointed towards you? Are they leaning in when you talk, trying to close the distance between you? This isn't just a coincidence. It's an unconscious signal that their attention is completely on you. Another huge giveaway is something called mirroring. This is where they subconsciously copy your body language. If you cross your arms, they cross their arms a few seconds later. If you pick up your drink, they pick up theirs. It's their brain's way of saying, hey, I'm like you, we're on the same page. It builds a sense of connection without a single word being spoken. It's like their body is trying to form a little private club with just the two of you. Sign 2. The look that lasts a little too long. You know the look. It's not just a quick glance. It's that moment where your eyes meet across a room and for a split second, the rest of the world just fades away. Eye contact is powerful stuff. When someone likes you, they will try to catch your eye more often. They might hold your gaze for a second or two longer than is normal for a casual conversation. This can feel a little intense, but it's a huge sign of attraction. There's even a specific type of gaze called triangular gazing. This is when they look from one of your eyes to the other and then down to your mouth. It's a classic subconscious sign that they're thinking about kissing you. And if you want to get really scientific, pay attention to their pupils, the black part in the center of their eyes. Studies have shown that our pupils dilate or get bigger when we look at someone we find attractive. It's a reflex you can't control, making it one of the most honest signs out there. Sign 3. They magically appear everywhere you are. Does it seem like you're bumping into your crush a lot more than usual? Are they suddenly in your favorite coffee shop, or do they happen to be in the same aisle at the grocery store? While it could be a coincidence once or twice, if it happens all the time, it's probably not an accident. People will find reasons to be physically close to the person they're interested in. This is called proximity. They might join a club you're in or start walking a different way to class just so they can pass by you and have a chance to say hi. There's a psychological principle called the mere exposure effect, which basically says that we tend to like people and things more when we see them more often. By making sure they're in your space, they are subconsciously trying to make themselves a more familiar and welcome part of your world. They're not stalking you, they're just trying to turn a chance encounter into a possible connection. Sign 4. They have a super-powered memory for you. Remember that one time you mentioned you have a weird obsession with pineapple on pizza, or that you have a golden retriever named Max? You might have forgotten you even said it, but they didn't. When someone has a crush on you, they listen differently. They don't just hear the words you're saying, they absorb them. They remember the small, random details about your life. Because to them, those details aren't small or random at all. They're pieces of the puzzle that is you. This is a massive sign because it shows genuine interest. In our busy lives, we filter out most information. The fact that they're choosing to store the little things about you in their brain means you're a priority. So if they bring up something you told them weeks ago, it's not because they have a photographic memory, it's because you've made a real impression on them. Sign 5. The teasing feels different. There's teasing, and then there's flirting. The line can be blurry, but there's a key difference.
When a friend teases you, it can be about anything and everything. But when your crush teases you, it's often more personal, more playful, and designed to get a reaction. They might gently make fun of your taste in music or a funny face you made, but it's always followed by a warm smile or a light laugh to show they're just kidding. It's a low-risk way for them to build a private world of inside jokes with you. This kind of playful banter is a way to test the waters, to see if you'll play along. It's a way of saying, I notice you, and I want you to notice me too. It creates a fun, lighthearted energy between you two that feels special and separates your connection from just a normal friendship. Okay, so we've gone through some big signs. Maybe you're sitting there nodding along, thinking, yes, they do that and that. But there's a little voice in the back of your head, isn't there? It's the voice of doubt. It whispers, but what if you're just imagining it? What if they're just a really friendly person and they do that with everyone? This is the biggest challenge we all face, telling the difference between friendliness and genuine romantic interest. It's so easy to get caught up in wishful thinking and see signs that aren't really there. You start to overanalyze every little thing until you've driven yourself crazy and you're no closer to the truth. So how do you know for sure? The secret isn't in finding one single sign. It's about becoming a detective. Your first mission is to establish a baseline. A baseline is how your crush acts normally with other people. Watch them. How do they talk to their other friends? Do they lean in and make long eye contact with everyone? Do they tease everyone in that same playful way? If the answer is yes, then that's just their personality. They're a natural flirt. But if you notice a clear difference, if their behavior changes when they're around you, if their smiles get a little bigger, their eye contact lasts a little longer, their teasing is reserved just for you, that's your clue. You're not looking for a sign, you're looking for a change in their pattern. That change is where the truth lies.
Sign 6. They don't just start a conversation, they keep it alive. Anyone can send a one-word text like hey or sup. That takes zero effort. But someone who likes you will do more than that. They will not only start conversations, but they will also put in the effort to keep them from dying a slow, awkward death. They'll ask you open-ended questions. Questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of, did you have a good day? They'll ask, what was the best part of your day? See the difference? They are actively trying to learn more about you. They'll also find ways to revive a conversation when it starts to fade. They might bring up something you talked about before, or send a funny meme they think you'd like. It's their way of saying, I'm not done talking to you. I enjoy this. It shows that they value the connection and want to keep it going for as long as possible. Sign 7. Their friends act weird around you. This one is a huge giveaway. If you want to know if someone likes you, don't watch them, watch their friends. Friends are usually the first to know about a crush, and they are often terrible at keeping it a secret. If you walk over to your crush and their group of friends, do the friends suddenly get quiet and exchange knowing looks? Do they smile and try to leave you two alone together? Maybe one of them even teases your crush in a not-so-subtle way right in front of you. This is their friend's way of being a good wingman or wingwoman. They know what's up, and their weird behavior is basically a giant flashing neon sign. They're excited for their friend and want to see something happen between you two. So next time you're around their crew, pay close attention. Their friends' reactions can tell you everything you need to know.
Sign 8. A little touch of green. Jealousy gets a bad rap, and for good reason when it's extreme. But a little touch of it can be a very revealing sign of a crush. This isn't about them getting angry or controlling. It's about their subtle reaction when they see you giving attention to someone else. For example, if you're laughing and having a great conversation with another person, does your crush suddenly seem a bit quieter? Do they try to jump into the conversation and pull your attention back to them? Or maybe you mention you're hanging out with someone else this weekend and their smile falters for just a second. This little flicker of jealousy is a sign that they see you as more than just a friend. It shows that the idea of you with someone else bothers them because they want to be that person for you. It's a primitive human reaction that's hard to hide. Sign 9. They let you see behind the curtain. Most of our daily conversations are pretty surface level. We talk about school, work, the weather. But when someone starts to develop feelings for you, they'll want to move past the small talk. They will start to open up to you and share things that are more personal. They might tell you about their big dreams for the future, a silly fear they have, or a problem they're facing with their family. This is a big deal. Being vulnerable is scary. By sharing these personal things with you, they are showing an incredible amount of trust. They are inviting you into their inner world, a place they don't show to just anyone. It's a signal that they see you as someone special, someone they can be their real, unfiltered self around. This is how a real, deep connection begins.
Sign 10. The accidental touches that aren't accidents. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways we communicate attraction. When someone likes you, they will often look for small, socially acceptable ways to break the touch barrier. This could be a light touch on your arm when they're laughing at your joke. It could be their hand accidentally brushing against yours when you're walking side by side. It could be them gently moving a stray hair out of your face. These moments might seem tiny and insignificant, but they are incredibly meaningful. Each little touch is like a question. Is this okay? Do you feel this connection too? They are testing the physical chemistry between you. If you don't pull away, it gives them a green light that you might be feeling the same way. Pay attention to these moments. They are rarely as accidental as they seem. Sign 11. It's not a fluke, it's a pattern. This is it. This is the master key that unlocks the entire mystery. Any single one of the signs we've talked about could be a mistake. A long stare could just be them zoning out. An accidental touch could be just that, an accident. But when you see these signs happen over and over again, it's no longer a coincidence. It's a pattern of behavior. Liking someone isn't a one-time event, it's a consistent feeling. Therefore, the signs will be consistent too. They don't just lean in once, they do it every time you talk. They don't just remember one small detail, they remember lots of them. They don't just initiate one conversation, they are consistently trying to talk to you. The power isn't in any one sign, it's in the combination and repetition of multiple signs over a period of time. When you see a consistent pattern of positive signs, you can be pretty confident that what you're seeing is real. So there you have it. Figuring out if your crush likes you doesn't have to be a total guessing game. It's about being observant and looking for the patterns. It's not about one huge dramatic moment, but about all the small, consistent clues they leave along the way. Your crush is communicating with you all the time, even when they're not speaking. You just have to learn how to read the language. If this video helped you solve your mystery, hit subscribe to RainWish for more. Goodbye.